Okay. Lucy and Zehmer is a famous case with peculiar circumstances that took place in Virginia Supreme Court by Judge John Garland Jefferson Jr., where supposedly Zehmer wrote a contract on a restaurant bill in which he agreed to sell his farm to Lucy for $50,000 in December 1952 at a restaurant in Dinwiddie, Virginia. Zehmer testified that he had been intoxicated and thought it was a joke. The court thus invoked what is known as the objective theory of contract formation, accepting the contract as valid. Scene 1. Lucy and Zehmer meet one evening in December 1952 at a restaurant in Dinwiddie, Virginia, and following several drinks and much verbal banter, Zehmer wrote a contract on a restaurant bill in which he agreed to sell his farm to Lucy for $50,000.
Hello, Zehmer. Can I invite you to a drink?
I know what you want, Lucy, and I won't sell my farm.
Oh, it's only a drink.
Okay. 1, 2, and 3 drinks and Zehmer is drunk.
Zehmer, I want to offer you $50,000 for your farm.
Here is your bill. I sold my farm to Lucy for $50,000.
Scene 2. We only have the final decision of the judge. Lucy loses the case.
After hearing all parties and considering inebriate state of Mr. Zehmer in that moment, I consider the contract invalid.
Scene 3. Lucy pursued an appeal before the state's highest court. In Virginia Supreme Court, Judge John Garland Jefferson Jr., after hearing initial arguments from attorneys on both sides and reviewing the slim record of evidence, a brief series of depositions taken in the Brunswick and Dinwiddie, Jefferson Jr. gave the final decision and Lucy won the case.
After hearing all parties, court considers what is known as the objective theory of contract formation to accept the contract as valid.
Conclusion. The main legal issue was if that contract done in those terms was correct if it can be accepted legally. The court in this case invoked what is known as the objective theory of contract, that explains that a contract has, strictly speaking, nothing to do with the personal or individual intent of the parties. A contract is an obligation attached by the mere force of law to certain acts of the parties, usually words, which ordinarily accompany and represent a known intent. This was the foundation of Virginia Supreme Court decision agreeing with Lucy.